Good morning everyone, it's very cold here in Budapest and it's our first proper day here. We're on our way to do the most famous thing in Budapest. We're going to Castle Hill to explore the hill and the surrounding buildings.
Yeah, first stop is a museum, luckily it's inside. Let's go and check it out. Crossing the bridge over the river Danube, which separates Buda and Pest. In the 1800s, they built the famous Chainlink Bridge to connect them and unify the city. And we are currently crossing from Pest, where we live, to Buda. It's so cold, so cold. But we are surviving and having a great time.
Escalator we go to Buda Castle.
Hopefully. We're not too sure.
Right.
We are up on the Buda Castle walls.
We saw a sign to pay for a ticket, but we're up here and we didn't pay for a ticket, so I don't know if we're...
I think we might have to walk around a bit to find out. Right now it's a bit foggy, a bit low cloud, but still the view is very nice from here. You can see the river, you can see Buda, you can see Pest, and lots of really lovely coloured buildings. I really love the kind of the style of the buildings, the colour that we're really light. Really lovely city.
So we are now inside the grounds of the Buda Castle. It was completely free to get here. I think you can just walk around here for free, but there are extras you can pay for. So we decided to just walk around for free. So behind me right over here, you have the National Gallery and there's also the National Museum, which we are going to go to now.
The grounds of this castle are of course very, very beautiful. There's not too many people here, but it is still quite busy.
Yeah.
But I cannot imagine how busy this would be in summer. If you are coming in peak tourist times, definitely head here early. Are these graves or seats? No, they're just seats, right? This guy stood on the deer. Is that a moose? No, it's a deer, right? A stag. Very cool.
castle as part of the museum. It's very cool museum. It was 7,600 Hungarian forint? Forint, I think it is. I still am not used to what the currency is here, but yeah, so it's a little bit more expensive than some of the other museums we've been to in Europe, but this is a very cool museum in my opinion.
Lots of stuff so far. Ooh. Back in the cold. So we have just finished up on Castle Hill. So we went into the National Museum. We skipped the gallery because we were more interested in the museum, I guess. But if you do want to do both of them, they're up there. Very cool museum. There's 4 floors. There's also, what was it called? Like St.
Stephen's Hall.
There's also St. Stephen's Hall in there, which is, I believe, a church maybe. Which is also an extra to go into. We didn't go for that one either because we only have a few days here and there's a lot more that we want to see. It was a very good museum.
Yeah, the fact that the museum is actually inside of the castle itself, so lots of the artifacts are from that building, that's very impressive.
A lot of history that I'd never really heard or thought about before, so an interesting morning.
We are finished with the museum now. We are walking a short walk to the Fisherman's Bastion.
Now this is a view of Budapest. You got the river, you got over there the Parliament buildings, but unfortunately it's a bit foggy and cloudy today. Still worth it though, a lovely, lovely view.
So now we are at the Fisherman's Bastion, which was originally built in the 1800s as a kind of castle defence for the Buda castle.
There's a church up here. These days there's also like a Starbucks and a Christmas market too. But the main, I think, kind of attraction is the views that you can get of Budapest.
So it's free to walk around the lower layer here, but you can actually walk up on the walls up here. It's 1,200 forint.
But there are free places like the bit that we're about to go to that you can walk up. So some are paid for, some are free, but you can still get the view.
So behind me here we have the Chainlink Bridge that was completed in 1849, connecting the Buda and the Pest cities into one big city called Budapest. So it goes over the river Danube. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. So we spent this morning here on the Buda side, but we're going back over to the Pest side to get some lunch.
So we have got some lunch. Now we were looking at these cafes and they all looked quite posh and a bit expensive, so we have gone for an Aldi lunch. When we are traveling in Europe, a Lidl or an Aldi bakery is one of the
staples.
Yeah. So we are going to eat our baked goods in the doorway of that Aldi and then onwards with our journey. So here we are at the Parliament building. Now this is the building that we had the view from over at the Fisherman's Bastion. Unfortunately, because of the kind of fog and mist day, you couldn't see it that well. Now this building is one of the most important landmarks of the city. We're going to get a little bit closer and show you how beautiful it is. So this Parliament building was opened in 1902. It's the equivalent of, I would say, I know the House of Commons. So it's kind of where the government business goes on. And it's also, this is interesting, the largest building in Hungary, not even just Budapest, Hungary. So it's a big deal. It's very nice to walk around and see it though.
So this building has been designed in the Gothic Revival style, so you can see that by the big turrets, the big spires, and also the dome.
What an impressive building and what an impressive way to finish our kind of afternoon. We're going to head home to our hostel. We're going to chill out for a little bit, warm up. We hate to sound like we're moaning. It is cold here, a lot colder. The jump that we've just made, we're in Athens before this where it was a lot warmer, so it's a bit of a shock to the system and we're not the best prepared because we have more summer clothes than winter clothes. Anyway, we're gonna go warm up in our hostel and then we will meet you for some amazing Hungarian food tonight.
And now it is a little bit later. We are going to get some dinner. Now there is a really good restaurant about a minute away from our hostel, so we're walking there now.
Just around the corner. We had a lunch there when we first got here, so hopefully dinner will be just as good.
So for dinner today, I have gone for, it's a popular dish here in Hungary. It is paprika chicken. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of it, but I'll have it on the screen. So it comes with chicken, with some kind of paprika, and it kind of looks like sour cream sauce, but on the menu it said egg noodle, but it's more like a gnocchi. So I'm excited to try.
And I, of course, have gone for some goulash. I tried it yesterday from a different place, but I've got some bread to dip in today, and it's just all I want. Warm, comforting. Super good. Lovely.
I have finished. That was absolutely amazing. chicken with a creamy paprika sauce and scrambled eggs and some kind of substance, kind of like gnocchi. I don't actually know what it is because it says egg noodle on the menu, but it was lovely.
Okay, so we are all finished, back out into the mean streets of Budapest. No, we're kidding. We are going to head back to our hostel again, have another early night. We're really enjoying this kind of just chilling out in the evening, then waking up early for a day of exploring the city.
So today we saw the best that Budapest has to offer.
We went around Castle Hill into the museums, then we saw some beautiful views and also some amazing buildings and architecture.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
And we hope that if you ever get to visit this beautiful capital of Budapest, that you can check out these places too. So we will see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.